Good afternoon. Welcome to the Professor Maima Show. Hope you are doing well on this Tuesday, on this chilly Tuesday. So please subscribe, share, and like this video. And we hope you are doing well. So today is another day of demonstrations in Kenya by the Gen Zs. I know it has moved more from the Gen Zs. Even people who are older than the Gen Zs are involved. People who are above 30 years, 40. Everyone is involved. That's why I'm saying hard questions for the Kenyan government. So these are hard questions for the Kenyan government because, as you can see on the streets, we have demonstrations by the Kenyan Gen Zs. They're demonstrating all the time. Although they started with the finance bill, peaceful demonstrations, the finance bill was dropped. Then they continued. The government did what? The government, the president, William Ruto, dissolved his cabinet. Until that was not enough, the young people are still on the streets and they'll be doing this weekly, and business will go down. Today, Nairobi town is deserted. Even today, I was supposed to go for a meeting in my school. I couldn't because people are afraid to travel. Buses are losing money. Businesses are losing money. But that's not important. What's very important is that the Kenyan government has some hard questions. That's something hard questions for the Kenyan government. Hard questions in the sense that why the young people on the streets all the time, every week, and yet you're conceding, you're giving concessions. Even the other day, the president had organized it's called what? National Dialogue. Initially, the opposition parties, led by Right Honorable Raila Odinga, were ready to participate. But now, they pulled out because of pressures from the Gen Zs. What is the problem? Hard question for the Kenyan government. I think the Kenyan government is not listening to its young people. Its young people, from my view as Professor Maima, they want to be listened to. They want to be listened to. They want their views to be heard. They want the issues that affect them to be addressed. Top on number one is corruption. I hope the president, when he appoints his new cabinet, he looks for professionalism, integrity, experience, and also age. We also need more young people in government. Like you see, President Donald Trump appointed a running mate who is 39 years, going to 40. That's a Gen X, isn't it? But he's young. Compared here in Kenya, whereby the cabinet had people, majority of them were above 60 years. In fact, the president was even younger. Majority were above 60. So how do you reconcile that? You're talking of hustlers, young people, and yet the cabinet is full of old-timers. People of, I don't know, it's called what? The boomers. People who are older, who don't even know the new age, new thinking. Yeah, hard questions for the government. Another question is the police. The police, the way they're handling this route is just unprofessional. Hold your ground. Let the demonstrators make all the noise, they go away. The moment you start throwing tear gas, you disperse them, and then now you have to run. It is called cops and robbers. Cops and robbers. When you are young, you used to play this game. It's called cops and robbers. One of you will be a cop, another one a robber. Basically, especially in school, you have a big play. We used to have very big playing grounds. As opposed to days where someone builds a small house and then it causes a school. The schools used to have big playgrounds. It used to be like even on 3 acres. Big places we would play ourselves silly. So it was called cops and robbers. So people you run after your friend. When you tap him, he runs against you. Like that. So me, I'm asking myself, the government has hard questions for Kenyan government. These demonstrations are going on because you are not listening. The young people, in my view, want corruption to be dealt with. That's number one. Number two, They want you to create for them opportunities, job opportunities. I said, and I will always say, convert Kenya into one big shamba where people do farming. Hmm? Like here in this place, this is farming. This is maize crop grown. Hmm? Maize crop grown. But that's beside the point. Ensure that this agriculture where people can do agriculture, can do farming, can do value addition, so that there's jobs for the young people all over the world, all over the world, all over Kenya, even the world. Because if you have skilled farming, it will mean you have people who need to export things, and you need our people outside there, isn't it? And then after you've done agriculture, invested heavily, make education free, free, nursery to university in public institutions. Now you may say this is expensive, but if you look at your budget well, ensure you do away with these extra expenses, big government, downsize the government the way you are trying to do, and then this I don't know, it's CDF, I don't know what fund, consolidate them in one big fund, ensure this money is spread all over the country in schools. Because a school, what you need in a school is a building, teachers, and teaching materials. Full stop. Things of boarding schools, those ones should go away. Just ensure a school has buildings, has has teachers, has desks and chairs, and has teaching material. You have that's a school. All these other things people add is just to eat money from parents, and ensure that the teachers are paid well. Ensure that other things are facilitated, teaching materials, security, food, lunch, and it's cheap. But you are not answering the hard questions. Another thing, hard question is communication. Your communication team is poor. You have done some things which people are not seeing. Your communication team is poor. Hmm? They should spend less time blogging about non-issues, but focus on things that help your government to reach whatever it's doing to the masses. That's why I'm saying hard questions for the Kenyan government. It doesn't seem to really understand what the people want in this country, more so the young people, who are the majority, over 80%. So if I were the Kenyan government, I will answer those hard questions. On corruption, number one. Number two, on police conduct, brutality, the way we are seeing it. Number three, on job creation. How do you create jobs quickly? And you have land, you have water, you have rain. And if rain is not there, find a way of getting water to the farms. You have education. Education has to be free. And it will come to pass. Me always say things and they come true. Education will have to be free, whether they like it or not. From nursery to university, it have to be free. Then these young people will cool down because they are seeing the costs have gone down. There will be money for them to even when they hustle for them to even gain skills, knowledge, and even the ones who are in the outside who are unemployed, they start getting jobs as teachers, as other areas grow, because people have money to spend. When people have money to spend, other sectors naturally grow. That is the zero. It's called what? Economics 101. A country cannot grow if there's no money moving around. Under Kibaki, money was moving around a lot, because that's why he decided to make education free primary. He knew that parents will save money, they'll spend the money, and people will have money to move around the country. But you see now, there's no money. Education cannot be the way it is. It's unsustainable. Yes. So that's why I'm talking to Kenyan government. Hard questions for the Kenyan government. I hope they are listening to me. All these, it's called what? All these demonstrations will continue until they answer those hard questions on how they can resolve this crisis that we are in. It's indeed a crisis. This is the Professor Maima Show. If you like what I've said, send something small on that mobile number there, +254 769 729 327. I repeat again, +254 769 729 327. And as I always say, Gwaheri ya kuonana, Gwaheri.